ain't know. These niggas be swear they be fucking with Rolo. They wanna be me, they be talking my mojo. Off of this cook, got me groovy and slow. Hit your hoe from the back, got it all on the GoPro. Hey, nigga came from the bottom, I used to be broke, then a bitch, now a nigga got wrecked. Nigga know he been late, so the only time he could diss on me when he kept on tracks. Drop the roof around. They used to didn't wanna do shit, now I'm chocolate. Yeah, I'm going up, got these fun niggas mad like niggas be pussy and castle that cat in the hat. Going up, what you mad for? They like, what the fuck swerving the jag for? They like, how the fuck he get the bad hoe? I'ma drip to make that nigga gon' drag though. How about the bed with a rake in my hand? Hop way too damn heavy, I can't even stand. She be trying to come over, I think she a fan. I just hit her to swerve me to get to some beans.
I be drifting and swerving, these niggas can't stop that. Look at me wrong, I'm a people ain't know that you kept, you hang out where the cops at. I drop the top, pulling off from the light. Drinks at the gang, I ball out like I might. Cash out on a drop top, coupe all white. My girl born, she drinking, she swipe. These niggas be capping, they not about that action, don't come to my block, or we letting you have. Rock out at the show with the strap, my daddy can't do it like me, I ball out like a man. I got the foreign drip on me from Paris. Talking about snatching my chain, I don't know the same as these niggas, don't try to compare with the bag and the strap on me, I never worry.
Your avenue, we in the photo. Throwing these hollers at you, like room, the fuck out the bitch like that bitch was stolen. Fuck your hoe in the friend, but she said you ain't know. These niggas be swear they be fucking with Rolo. They wanna be me, they be talking my mojo. Off of this cook, got me groovy and slow. Hit your hoe from the back, got it all on the GoPro. Hey, nigga came from the bottom, I used to be broke, then a bitch, now a nigga got wrecked. Nigga know he been late, so the only time he could diss on me when he kept on tracks. Drop top, coupe, drop the roof around. They used to didn't wanna do shit, now I'm charging them. Yeah, I'm going up, got these fun niggas mad like niggas be pussy and castle that cat in the hat.
That hoe with you and POPPI, that hoe there. Trying to get that hoe.
Alright, man, this is the first time it's been heard, so he might get mad at me, but I don't play that anyway.
Alright, well, we ain't gotta play too much of it, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a little sneak peek real quick.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into how you linked up with these folks.
I don't know. I don't know.
We got this.
I ain't been sleeping no more. Feel like I'm smoking too much. I think I'm drinking too much. Feel like I had enough. Feel like I had enough. I 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 can keep my hand on the cup. I'm so close, I keep passing it up. I can keep my hand on the cup. I'm so close, I keep passing it up. I ain't been sleeping no more. Feel like I'm smoking too much. I think I'm drinking too much. Feel like I had enough. You saying that I had enough. I ain't see my kids no more. Feel like I'm about to throw up. But the Cadillac thought I blew up. Fuck, I done picked up a cup. Cup got me stumbling up. Cup got me stumbling up. Now what the fuck? Now what the fuck? I went to Cali, middle with the plug. Never gave me nothing, got it out the mud. Happy with the pain, I can't hear it. Feel like I'm smoking too much.
I know for sure.
I ain't been sleeping no more. Feel like I'm smoking too much. Feel like I'm happy with the
I'm saying at the least bit, you know what I'm saying? I know you've been on this shit for at least, correct me if I'm wrong, but over 10 years, how long?
Yeah, I would say 10 years actually taking it seriously and just really like trying to give everybody everything I got, you know.
Yeah. And with that being said, I gotta go back on some shit that I was saying on a couple of the first episodes of the Talk My Shit podcast when we speaking about some of the pioneers. You gotta speak about bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, it's been over about 10 years, but about 10 years taking it serious. I remember some of my first times even coming out to the egg, you know what I'm saying? I fucking with bro then, like they was already on, they had a legit set up, all that shit. So yeah, salute bro for shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, a lot of people got their first start. Like in my studio, I just went and took some taxis. I think I was working at like FedEx in Fort Worth on Village Creek.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I went and took my tax return and bought everything I needed.
That's sacrifice though. That's sacrifice, bro.
And my mama asked me where the money is. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's coming. Just hold off, mama.
She was looking for the tax
right
money.
Now, nigga.
Yeah, she was looking for the tax
ain't no
money.
back
I found
end.
it older.
T. Jones ain't about that back end.
Yeah. She want her pain and suffering now.
Yeah, nah.
Lord knows.
Nah, for real.
Lord knows.
Like,
I'm sorry, mama.
I mean, that's some shit we could talk about, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people getting their first start, you know, in your studio because, like, I'm one of the ones, for sure, we heavy on highlighting the pioneers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? People who laid groundwork when this shit wasn't so easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people took a lot of fucking flack and a lot of shit just for jumping out there head first, not caring about what folk gonna think.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Taking a bunch of fucking scrutiny or whatever, my nigga. So, like, if you want to talk about some of that shit, man.
I mean, like, I say take, you know, me and my younger brother, shout out Sean Weezy, man.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? We always been rocking. But like, as for my older brother and my mama, you know what I'm saying? My older brother, he always would check it out at least and say what he like or not. But he never really thought it was real. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I might be wrong, but I don't think that he thought it was real, and maybe it was because of the energy that I was bringing, because I was still 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the studio, you know what I'm saying?
But that's something good though, because that's something you gotta really make folk believe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a picture that you gotta paint, and everybody ain't got the eyes for it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
Everybody don't see what you supposed to see or what you see in a Picasso or whatever the case.
But
you know
what I'm saying? What it ended up happening is he told me, he was like, my drive in this and me not letting nobody tell me nothing. I mean, I cut you off and might not talk to you as much just so I can have my energy right and do my thing, because this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I see myself 80 years old still leaving somebody's studio with trying to get a plaque somewhere, you know.
That's powerful in the motherfucker, bro. Like that's some real shit. That's when you know this, like, it's on some cliche shit with your calling. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better term, bro. Like, I mean, it's something like that. It's like, cause I feel like I always wanted to do it. I never knew how to even get started until my uncle and them had their own studio. Like that's when I learned how to make beats, you know. And then, but when I learned how to make beats and when I got good, that was two different things. Yeah, nah, for real. That's what they say. You need I think 10,000 hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever you're trying to do.
Master,
right.
Something
You know what I'm saying?
that.
You have to put in your 10,000 hours type shit, and I think that's crazy as hell. And I'm
Definitely
real
true.
for you to even be doing anything for 10 years, like that you serious about for 10 years, and ain't nobody making you do it. Like that shit speak volumes.
Don't nobody tell me to not have no life. Choose doing this, over running out having a nightlife. But at the end of the day, I feel like that, you know what I'm saying, we can pop bottles of champagne when we celebrating something. I like what I'm celebrating, mediocrity. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Damn sure I ain't celebrating none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We talked about some of the first people that you kind of, you know what I'm saying, put in this shit or came through you or whatever. Let's talk about some of the now. You know what I'm saying? The folk that you linked up with, like Big Swerve, Lil Swerve, all them, bro.
Yeah, like right now, it's a few people that I'm working with closely. Like we actually have projects coming. I got an EP coming with Double Dollar.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Shout out Double Dollar.
Yeah, I got one coming with him. I got an EP coming with Dutch. He from right out here in the ag.
Shout
you know
out
what
Dutch
I'm saying?
for sure.
I got one coming with my boy B Fields. You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother.
Okay.
You know. And who else I got one coming? I got one coming with SWERVE.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then so through all that, we putting I'm just putting it out there, and I'm basically trying to make sure that I have a platform that when they go like let's say I'm even put one of your songs on there, then I want them to go look into you. Yeah. You know, you're gonna constantly hear songs, but it's not gonna be the same artist on there every time because like I try to highlight the artists that I actually like, you know, because and then I try to mix it in with some of the with some of the talent that you may already know. Yeah. You know, I done had Boosie on one, T-Rail, Big Tuck, Fat B.
We talking credits for shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I got Fat Pimp coming on this one.
Alright, that's a bit.
Let me see who else I got on there. Dollar on there. B Fields, Trio DiBiase.
Yeah, keeping it close. Got the squad.
Fully Fame.
Okay.
You know, that one right there. That Oh Lord.
Yeah. Nah, shout out Fully for sure. Yeah, that boy been on some shit lately.
Yeah.
Been on some shit lately.
That's all I do, man. I don't play the game. I don't even got no TV in here.
Nah, for real.
I always got no TV. I just got what I need.
And just so y'all know, I heard a lot of shit that y'all ain't even heard. You know what I'm saying? Some shit before we even turned the camera on. He let y'all hear some beats, let y'all hear some folk on his beats, but bro got some shit, bro. And you know I ain't gonna do no big capping for nobody. I don't give a fuck about it being on the platform, none of that shit. We gonna keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Bro got some shit. Yeah. And you know I got an ear for it, so yeah, bro. Real over here cooking some shit. How did you just jump straight into like music? You say you always had like the I guess the hunger for it, but how did you stumble across that shit on it?
I mean, it was like certain songs that would come on, and then I was just like, dang. And I remember like one of my first time coming on it, I thought it was to shed so many tears, and I thought that it was a drummer actually making that beat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about no beat machines and nothing like back then. I was a kid. You know, like my brother was like, there ain't no beat machine, dummy. I mean, he said, there ain't no drummer, dummy.
Yeah.
He said, that's a beat machine. He said, how's the drummer gonna do that and just maintain that speed? Because he played drums at that time.
Okay.
He said, how you gonna maintain that?
Inspiration.
Yeah, like, how you gonna maintain that speed? Like that's dumb. I was like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was cool, but I just thought that you had to have buku money to have this equipment. And like right now, my mama wasn't even married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was three of us, 3 boys, and her, and she doing whatever she can to make sure that we got clothes on our back and food in our stomach. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the extra, we might have to wait a little bit for that, and I might have had other stuff. I was a kid. I might have had other stuff on the top of the list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might want a Power Ranger suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, I ain't even know that I was gonna love doing this.
Yeah, but thank God for shit like Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Thank God for fucking.
I can't even remember the dude's name who put me on Fruity Loops, man.
Thank whoever put me on.
Whoever he is, man. I can't. If he watching this, man, send me a DM or something, man, because I was showing him beats, and you know, when you messing with a keyboard that ain't got no quantizer on there, then it's basically it's everywhere. You know, and I didn't know nothing about it. It was just like me. I started getting better at the keys, and so I'm actually
perfecting it without quantizing the beat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hitting the keys. One of them is the kick, one of them is the cymbal, one of them is the clap, and that's how I'm making my beats.
Oh, you doing it all at once?
Like, and I had to, that's how I had to make my beat. The easiest part was the melody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the drum pattern, I would get tired, and sometimes I'll fall off. I ain't know nothing about looping, so if I'm trying to make the beat long, I'm playing it. You know what I'm saying? Then when the dude showed me it was called Fruity Loops then.
Yeah, Fruity Loops.
He showed me that program. Like, I didn't even know how to do nothing but make the beats on there. So I was like, okay, well, I can't figure out how to use the instruments on here. So I just played the melody and recorded it, and then so my beats would be riding, but my melody was kind of off now.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, with a melody, it's not as bad as the drum pattern being off. You know, because then
you got no
quantize. You know what I'm saying? It's natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as it's close. You know what I'm saying? At least.
So some shit that I checked into before we even got into the interview or whatever was your streaming, bro. Your streaming getting big, bro. Your streaming getting big on some old shit.
Yeah,
that's salute for show on that, bro.
Definitely blessed in that area, man.
How did you did you already have a knowledge for that shit? Did you jump ahead of the digital wave or what? Like,
I mean, I always hated that part about about the music game was the part where you actually had to you had to print CDs out and all that stuff, and then because I knew how people are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might hand it to somebody and he a rapper too, and then he might listen to it, you know what I'm saying, and he might like it, but he'll throw it on the ground anyway because he want to hate because his stuff. Yeah, it's not it don't either sound like like you know what I'm saying, like his stuff meaning that your quality might be better, and he like he mad, you know what I'm saying, and throw like, or people just flat out might not even listen to it. So I wanted it. I was like, man, why can't it be like something on our phone, like, you know what I'm saying, make it, you know, like easy where we can listen to it on our phone. So when they actually started making it streaming more available, because, you know, I'm a techie, you know, I had an MP3 player, like, you know what I'm saying, for a long time.
Was already ahead of the
you know, I had an MP3 player, but it wasn't like aux cords wasn't everywhere then, you know. So like when that started coming around, then it made it made it easy, and I was like, man, if they can get everybody on this, then I know that would be the new wave, and then we could stop doing this. So basically, what I did was I always made sure that I showed more love to that, because, you know what I'm saying, just like 8-track, you know what I'm saying, no matter how many people love it, it still had to go away, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, like, and I like, you know what I'm saying, so like you see cell phones, no cord, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, a CD is a cord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, you can't scratch up no MP3. Or MP4, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna play exactly how it was recorded, as long as the file ain't corrupted.
Alright, so first, if you want to give anybody some tips out there, you know what I'm saying, because we want to make sure we leave them with something, not just be, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk our shit for sure, because it's Talk My Shit podcast, but if you got any tips, you know what I'm saying, any tricks, any things to maybe hack algorithms, anything you want to give them, maybe some free game, you know what I'm saying, not too much, because, you know, shit's supposed to be sold, not told, you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you gotta, you know, like, you have to stay consistent. Do not cut corners. When you when you cutting corners, then like you're not like you might turn somebody away, like who's looking at you. Sometimes you have somebody who's just sitting back, like watching everything you do. You know what I'm saying? And then they might like something about it. You know what I'm saying? But you cutting corners, like, oh, you don't want to go pay the money to go get your stuff mastered, because if you ain't trying to invest, then this not the game for you, because like you're gonna be broke until you start to at least start breaking even. So I'm not no dude who finna act like I ain't got no 9 to 5, because I like money. I like to live a certain way. I like to rock certain clothes. So the money with like the music money with my job money, I get to do what I want to with it. You know what I'm saying? So I get to have nice things, but like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I got it all out the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people,
but
they might be.
Eventually, you want to get it like that,
that's the goal.
Like that.
That's the goal. That's why I feel like if I might not got 1 million people listening to my stuff, but if I get 1 million songs and one person listen to each one of them songs, I got 1 million.
That's the type of shit I'm already on, bro. Like that, if you only knew, bro, like that's damn near the same type of examples that I give as far as to how to get this shit, because content is king, bro. Yeah, so as long as you continue to produce, it don't matter if you're getting damn near 1 or 2 hits from each one. Add up. But what you said a while ago was something when you were speaking about just you're gonna be broke sometimes, all of that shit, and if you ain't ready to invest, this ain't the game for you. People like Dame Dash really like caught a hard time for talking about a bunch of this shit, and like that is one of the big downfalls in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, of investing in your own self. Unless you got somebody behind you, or somebody from the NFL, the NBA, or some shit, maybe a bro or some D-boy, whatever, you know what I'm saying, gonna put some money behind you gonna be investing in yourself. And even at that point, don't necessarily mean you broke, but your money might be tied up in the business. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll get your return on it.
Yeah, or like, and just think about it like this: if you don't invest in yourself, then like what would make me want to invest a bag on you? And I'm looking at you, and you don't want to pay your producer, or you you trying to do 3 hours, but you want to pay the engineer like for 1 hour. And come on, bro, we finna blow up together, bro. Like that, you know what I'm saying? It don't be working like that. Like they be thinking that we be on some whole shit. But just think about how many times we hear this a day. How many times somebody come and thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to keep like an open line with the public.
Business is business.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
motherfuckers gotta learn to respect.
Yeah. Like I keep an open line with the public. So if you hit me up and ask me to listen to something, then if I got time, I will listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So look. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I will listen to it, but if if I don't got time, I might it might get lost down in the stuff. But like a lot of times I get you know what I'm saying.
Motherfuckers love to sell that dream, man. I ain't
like,
lying, man. And y'all do gotta understand, like bro was saying, like we do be busy, bro. It's a lot go into what we be trying to do, and motherfucking battery going dead and all that type of old shit. Cause we was really on some spur of the moment type shit, nigga. I pull up on bro like, this is what we gonna do, like you know what I'm saying. So before we do get out of here, before the shit go dead, the end of this shit, bro. Talk your shit, bro. Shit you got coming up. I know you talk about little shit, your all your handles on, you know what I'm saying?
Scuba
Facebook,
Steve.
Twitter,
IG. Scuba Steve, November 28th. You know what I'm saying? And like it ride, man.
Y'all go get that bitch.
SWERVE 817 on everything. Anything you can type in. Like you looking for any of my music. You can go to Google search TSB Whit. You can find any of my social media.
On Apple Music.
You know what I'm saying? Like Apple Music. You know, like that's. I appreciate y'all showing me love on Apple Music. Anybody watching, you know, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm gonna keep on pumping it out until you finally go open it up and then listen to it and be like, oh, okay, he really ain't in his mama other room making beats like these other dudes might be. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't pointing that towards nobody.
Yeah, nothing against you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Bro, I used to be in my mama other room making beats.
Yeah,
you know?
Gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's what it is. Man, it was some good shit that we got out of this. Got y'all some free game from bro. If y'all listening and paying attention, you know what I'm saying? Everything, a motherfucking lesson or a blessing. It's yours to lose or a game, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is, bro. It says something in the building like the motherfucking Ceiling Talk My Shit podcast. We out this motherfucker. Oh, before we do go, got my little nigga here with me. Come on, Jay, get on this hoe real quick. Come on, nigga. Real quick. Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Hit him up right quick, talk your shit or whatever you want to do. Yeah, I got my nigga with me. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, only one to do that. But yeah, that's what it is, man. We in and out this motherfucker.